Sometimes I find it hard to understand how drunk driving is something that still happens. Cause like the fear mongering worked on me and it worked well. Like even in my drunkest state, I can't imagine being like, I should operate a motor vehicle right now. Like last night I showed up to this pregame and I had been told that there was someone there who wasn't gonna be drinking who was gonna drive us to the club after. And I get there and this allegedly was gonna be sober person was blackout to the point of having like a manic episode. And so it's time to leave and he grabs the car keys and I'm looking around like, does anyone else see a problem with this? And to my surprise, it was split. There were four of us and two of us were like, we should Uber, and then the other two people were like, no, let's just drive. And so I'm like putting my shoes on and I'm talking to the other person who wanted to Uber and I'm like, where did the other two people go? And he's like, I think they're waiting downstairs in the car already. And I do get that like alcohol can impair your judgment and decision making, and like a lot of times when you're drunk you don't realize how drunk you actually are. But for me the fear has always overpowered it, and I'm scared that this is low-key coming out kind of pick me, but it's just like there's so much to be afraid of, like not only losing your life but also just like the legal implications. Because even last night when it was time to leave, I was super drunk at that point and I was like, but if we split the Uber 4 ways it's only $8. Like that is such a small price to pay. So I was like kind of mad about it. And don't even get me started on the time I dated this guy who would always brag to me about how good of a drunk driver he was. I was like, that is so unattractive. Like I'm glad that I have the fear, but it's concerning how common it still is.